Hi there, I'm Lee and this is Chris. We're from Reivers Gallows. We're missing today Phil and Bron and La, the other members of the band, but we're going to maybe do a few numbers earlier. We specialise in doing music for reenactors, not just pirates, but they are our favourites. We've been playing for about 15 years together, haven't we, me and you?
Yep.
Yep.
And I'm quite new to music. I took up cello 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And I'm just recently starting to learn violin, and I'm loving it.
I play guitar, a little bit of banjo, bit of singing.
Yep.
And we'll maybe go to the instruments in a minute and we can give you a little demonstration of what we do. We've not kind of been together long enough really to get that sorted, but that is the plan over winter to...
Yeah.
I mean, we've started taking bookings for next year already, so we're sort of already filling up, aren't we?
I know.
So we already get recognised, then maybe an album then to follow, but you need to get noticed a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we do.
Yeah.
Good songs.
It's hard as well because we all work full time. Kind of music isn't necessarily it's not our main profession. So it's quite hard to fit. You don't want all your weekends used up, do
No.
you? But,
So you're a fan of pirates then to do this?
yes,
More
love
than
pirates.
anything else, like?
Yeah, I think if I could be born in an era, it would definitely be
Yeah.
piratey era.
Yeah.
So you obviously love the pirate films then, and the pirate life and things like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
You
mean,
need to learn to swim
I
though,
just
don't
to say
you?
I need to learn. No, not all pirates swam, so so that's fine. But yeah, if our ship got blown up, I'm sure a piece of wood would be able to save me, keep me afloat.
Yeah.
So have you got like a favourite song like you've been singing quite often at these events?
I like, it's not piratey, but I like the tune we do back home in Derry. I just love it. I just like...
It's nautical though. It's about people being transported to Australia.
Yeah, I like that.
So most of our tunes are historical and have a story behind them. So we've got, because we're from the forest, which is a mining community, we do a few mining songs. We do some pirate songs and a lot of Irish.
Is that the ones you done yesterday? Some of those mining ones?
Yeah, I think we did.
Yeah.
We did a mining song yesterday. We did a couple of sort of piratey songs. Handsome Cabin Boy.
Yep.
About a woman that wants to go to sea and dresses up as a man and then gets pregnant and
As they did.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe not the get pregnant
Yeah.
bit. But
They've got good stories behind them.
I did recognise some of those songs.
yes,
Yeah.
you said.
did
some of
recognise
the,
them.
couple of
Yeah,
songs.
some are sort of traditional Irish sort of drinking songs, really,
Yes.
aren't they? You know?
Yeah.
Have you ever actually written one? Or done
Yeah,
one
yeah,
yourself?
we've written a few songs.
Well, you
yeah,
have.
yeah, I've written.
So you could do an album after all then, really?
Yeah. Well, most of the songs we do, because they're traditional, nobody owns the rights on them, so you can use them on an album anyway. So we could do a mixture of songs we've written and older ones, you know, because they're not owned by anybody.
Have you got them in MP3 format?
Yeah, we've got a what's we call it page, SoundCloud.
SoundCloud. Out in races, because although I don't know whether we'll be at where we
Our
normally
usual
play.
pub, no. And Bricks and Pirate Festival will be there, won't we?
Oh, I love Bricks and Pirate Festival.
There's a festival called Property in Oxfordshire, which is run by a band called Fairport Convention. We'll be playing there next year. Tewkesbury Medieval Festival.
Yeah. And
Worcester Militia.
potentially going over to Germany.
Yes, yeah, a
Private
little tour of
party.
Germany,
Yeah.
I think.
Which would be
You
good.
definitely get around then.
Yeah.
Travelling around a lot.
Yeah.
Especially when you're working as well,
Yeah.
find time to do these
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
Well, I teach, so summer holidays and sort of holidays are good.
I work shifts,
Yeah.
so I can be quite flexible.
Yes, you can. Yeah.
But you've got to, you're booked up to winter, is it?
Yeah. The October gig at the tall ship's our last sort of public one. We've got a private party end of the month, haven't we? Birthday party for somebody and a couple of little bits of this. And usually at Christmas we'll have sort of a couple of pubs ring up and say, oh, you know, can you fit in a bit here and there? And we, you know, if
And
we're
New
free,
Year's
we'll do-
Eve, we normally go down. There's a pub in Cinderford called the Dog House, which is an
micro pub.
amazing little pub. Yeah, and we normally play there New Year's Eve, and that's always great, isn't
Yeah.
it? I really like that. People there are just a great audience.
Yeah.
And Steph's great at
So
runs it.
clubs are more your thing more than this
Yeah,
kind
not
of thing.
well,
no. It's like both.
Yeah,
really.
yeah. I mean, it tends to be through the summer. It's festivals more, isn't it?
Yeah.
And events like this, and then as the days get colder, we go inside and play in pubs and things.
Yeah,
Sure.
we're fair weather pirates.
Yeah.
So you can be busy for the year, really.
Yeah.
Yeah,
all the
yeah,
time.
yeah.
But did you know about this event? Did she contact you, Eddie, or Ellie, or was it you?
Yeah, well, we were supposed to. I contacted her last year when we had a slightly different lineup with the band and a different name, and there were just sort of lots of miscommunications, weren't there? We never got it organised in time. So I contacted her when we sort of changed her name. She said, "Yeah, come on down and
That's good.
fit you in."
It's worked out for you, though. It's good, yes, as well. And so like that with an event, you don't know who's going to turn up and what, but you just got to expect either small crowds or big crowds. No matter where you go,
no,
innit?
yeah, it's everyone's different. Isn't
Would you
it?
prefer a smaller crowd or a louder crowd, bigger crowd, like?
Oh, it's really hard. The hardest thing is when you've got a crowd that just stand there. So it could be a really small crowd, but they're really energetic.
And enjoying it.
Yeah, and a really large crowd with loads of people, but they're just standing there looking miserable, which could be a reflection on us, but I doubt it. So it depends really. As long as if it looks like the audience having fun and enjoying it, and if we can see people sort of singing along, I don't care what size the crowd are.
Because I think if it's too big of a crowd, you can't hear yourself play the music yourself or singing. If it's too loud, that's what I'm thinking of. It too big, you might be to hear yourself.
Yeah, and also I think when it's bigger, it's hard to interact with the crowd so much. When there's a kind of smaller group of people, you can kind of banter with them, can't you? Which you do, quite, heckle each other. But when it's a bigger crowd, you can't really do that.
No, because yesterday was a small crowd.
Yeah.
It was easy, you could hear yourself, and it was nice. I liked that. It was good.
Yeah.
And like I said, you could joke around and stuff. But the bigger the rings are, it's a bit more, you're limited to what you can do. And if you can't hear yourself even speak or play music, you don't know if you're out of chord.
No,
out of tune.
That is a.
Because some people do get loud, don't they, with their voices. Some
Yeah.
places, like a concert, isn't it?
Yeah.
Even in the pub.
Yeah.
And walls are small, so the voices bounces off walls, don't they? So
absolutely.
you are trying to listen to yourself play, and if you're going, I can't hear myself, because so much people.
Yeah.
I mean, it's difficult.
Yeah, you can actually break your voice if you push it too hard. So it is a.
That sounds like you've had experience.
Yeah.
So, but the main thing, you're still enjoying it. You're doing all these years.
Yeah.
How come you're having different band changes, like you said?
Just different people coming and going. We had a couple called Phil and Rachel. We played with as Flog the bass, wasn't it? We played with them. We had a bass player called Flog. These guys, Phil and Rachel. That Rachel was a drummer, Phil was a lead guitarist, and we played with them for about 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
And it just kind of sort of grew apart, didn't we? Really.
Yeah.
And we had a different fiddle player, a guy called Paddy. So Phil and Rachel left, and we became the 6 foot weight then, didn't we? So that was playing without Phil and Rachel, but Paddy, Flog, me and Chris. And then Paddy left because he couldn't give the time for it, didn't have enough. He's a luthier, he makes violins, and so that he's really passionate about that, isn't he? And we still see him from time to time. And still have,
but you can still do it yourself, though. You can still
we
manage.
do.
And
Which is why I like to learning kind of violin, because our fiddle player is just, I mean, you didn't get to hear her, but she's amazing, Bron, and she's got years on me in terms of playing, but it would be good for when just Lee and I do play, that I can kind of fill in and also give your voice a rest. Yeah, but now we're...
Can you sing? Did you say you can sing? Or not?
Oh, no.
you can a bit.
I
Backing vocals then?
I would never. Oh gosh, I couldn't stand at the front and sing. Crikey. No, I couldn't remember all the words. My brain wouldn't be able to.
But do you write the songs though as well? Is it both partnership writing it, or just...
No, any ones that are ours, I've written myself. There's one we do which is a friend who I played with 15, 20 years ago, and he died. And it's a song that he wrote, and we still do that as a sort of tribute to him, don't we? Really?
Yeah.
And also all the others are sort of traditional songs that tell a story of struggle or rebellion.
A couple of covers, like we really like. There's a few bands we really like the sound of, the Pogues and.
Yeah, but most of the Pogues ones are traditional.
Yeah,
But,
Levelers.
Yeah, the Levelers. We do a couple of Levelers.
Good of them.
songs. Yeah,
They're great.
they're really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there certain songs you got to get copyright from? Do you get permission to sing, or you're not allowed to sing, or?
Well, we don't make much money on it anyway, so
No, we don't.
it's not really.
Because you don't ask permission
No,
and such.
no.
No, I'm thinking of giving up teaching and training in law anyway, so we'll be fine. No, I'm not. I love my job.
No, I think if we were sort of professional and making big, like we're not being paid this weekend for playing, and that's fine. You know, we don't.
Don't always do.
We do it because we like it. But if we were, sort of getting sort of
A lot of money,
getting
then
money
you've got
for
to
it,
pay
then you have to
royalties
pay
and
for it.
all
Yeah.
that.
The thing is, you have to kind of the original band house and that guy that died. We only did our own stuff, well, mainly, and he was a really competent musician, and so we go out and play places. But because people didn't know the songs, you wouldn't get much audience.
No connection with the audience.
Yeah, whereas you need to at least have a few songs that people go, yeah, I know that one, and they either sort of join in with or they want to get them danced to or something.
Well, I recognise some of them anyway, straight away.
yeah.
So it was
Yeah.
but you have to though, because
Yeah.
people won't understand what songs you're singing if you're just yours, and you might run out of ideas and if so many songs.
Yeah.
At least you could fall onto so many cover songs, which is
Yeah.
great, and
Yeah.
pirate songs and non-pirate songs
Yeah,
works really well.
yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't know if they were pirate songs or not because
Yeah.
they're so popular, you know.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But you're just singing them in a kind of tone
Yeah.
and outfit. It's kind of thinking, oh, must be a good pirate song.
Yeah. It's nautical.
Yeah.
About boats.
Yeah.
It's got
Nautical,
to be
oh,
pirates.
yeah, but and you still. How many years have you been doing? Did you say? How many years?
Oh, 20 years.
You have, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's a long time.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, your dad kind of inherited the band from your dad,
Yeah.
didn't you? So yeah. So kind of as a family.
Yeah, family tradition. Have to pass it on to my kids when I went our kids.
Well, Ash does, doesn't
Yeah.
he? Writes and performs, but yeah, Connor's not so. He likes listening, not playing.
Yeah.
Have you got a big following for your music so far, and on internet and
I
stuff like
think
that?
well, we got a Facebook page, and I think there's about 300-400 people. I think it's 370 odd people
Yeah.
on there. I think.
We collect clicks, don't we?
Yeah.
After each time we play, but again, you know, we're not after kind of fans wearing our t-shirts and
No.
kind of, but
But get noticed at least
yeah,
for your
to
work.
kind of as long
Yeah.
as if people appreciate what we do.
What's
we
nice
entertain.
actually is that we're getting people. It always used to be we had to push the band, didn't we?
Yeah.
And now we get people contacting us and say, "Oh, can you come and play at
Yeah. That's
like
good.
Shrewsbury Folk
That's
Festival
perfect, isn't
and
it?
you know,
Yeah.
things like that?" You know?
Yeah, well, I did contact them.
Well, Cromer Folk Festival
Yeah.
contacted us.
Yeah.
So yeah, and the Worcester Reenactors group as well. You know,
Yeah.
they've contacted us a few times now and said play at different events for them.
What,
Yeah.
is that pirate related though? Still?
No,
Or is-
they
or not?
do the Worcester lot. They do a multi-period. There's a multi-period
Yeah, I
group,
like
so
that.
they do Romans, everything up until the Cold War. So there's about 200 of them, but there's sort of groups of 10 that will sort of specialise in each thing of history, and they'll go. They had a big thing the other week at Spetchley Park, where they do little demonstrations.
The M5 event.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
I've
the
been
M5.
there.
Yeah.
Twice, it's good.
Yeah, well, the M5 group, they're based in Worcester, and they had an event at Raglan Castle, so we did music for that.
I've been there.
Yeah, so that was
Love
a really good weekend, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I didn't go into that.
Yeah. And they have a like an annual New Year's party, don't they, in sort of February, March time?
Yes. Yeah.
At the Commandery in Worcester, which is a really lovely old building from the Civil War.
That's where we played last
Yeah,
time.
and
isn't
so
it?
we've played from there. So they're kind of like a little, almost like their pet band, I suppose, aren't we?
There's not many in Wales really. You can do really. Just mostly England, you could say.
Yeah, well, I don't know. This is the first pirate festival, guys. They have a pirate festival at Conway Castle. So we couldn't do that this year and last year. And I've not spoken to them since we've not been able to do it. So
Honestly, these hideous creatures.
And Caldycock, we've played there as well, haven't we? Caldycock Castle.
Yeah.
See, I've been there.
Yeah.
Nice.
And yeah, I love, yeah, a nice setting, like the castle's always good, isn't
Yeah.
it?
So,
Raglan was great.
the party went at night, you mean? Like festival night?
Yeah, well,
Silly.
Say again?
Like, after, like night parties in the castle. It's not in the daytime, is it?
no, this was,
No, the Raglan one that was for after the public had gone, so we played in the kind of ruins then. But during the day we kind of walked around and just had a little play, didn't we?
yeah,
You and
kind
I.
of busking type thing.
Yeah. Yeah, and people would kind of come and sit and listen to a song and then go off, and then someone else would come
So I
along.
didn't think there'd be many pirates, events to go to. That's what I thought. To
Yeah,
these places.
well, like I say, the Raglan one wasn't sort of pirate specific, was it? That
No.
was there was Romans, Saxons,
Anything, in
knights,
any era.
soldiers from
Yeah.
Civil War and
That's the Living History one. I went
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
That's when I was.
Yeah.
I filmed the bits there, but,
Okay.
but you were there after the event, was it?
well,
We were there in the day.
Yeah.
The one just gone. Yeah.
In July, I think it was. Yeah,
Yeah.
I filmed
Yeah.
bits.
yeah.
I filmed bits there.
Okay.
I don't think I saw you there.
Yeah, when we say we played, the whole band played in the evening, and we did a couple of sort of sessions throughout the day, just sort of sat in the castle.
In the hall.
Yeah, just
What
playing.
was the hall?
It was a hot day then.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was.
Yeah, really hot. Yeah, and then we went into that. I think it used to be the chapel,
Yes.
and we played in there, and that was lovely. Yeah, and again, people just came in, didn't they? Came in, sat down. Some fella was over from Australia or New Zealand, and so he kind of did a song, and yeah, I like that. I think for us, that's what it's about, isn't it? Music. You can. Oh, you probably know with your, what you do. It's a way in to kind of meet people, and
I always do.
yeah.
And a lot of the events are free or very small
Yeah.
price.
Yeah.
And not many people turned up to half them, but I'm still there to support them.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you're taking part, why not? It's only fair.
Yeah.
But we don't, I know in Wales, we don't get many turn off for people at the events. I've filmed a lot of events, and
Nobody
Wales
goes.
is too much laid back. Down England, England's got bigger events, more
Yeah.
people, but Wales is really struggling to get people. I've been to a lot of different types of events,
Yeah.
and you don't see many people turn up in the hundreds. You just got to just put up with, if it's only 50 people sometimes.
Yeah, just make more noise.
Yeah.